Hello and welcome to a brand new video. Today we are going to see a beautiful place, a beautiful valley with a very interesting history. So I will take you today on a trip with my motorhome for 4 days, and I think this will be very exciting. It's a beautiful weather, it's a beautiful scenery around here now. Spring has arrived, so I think I'm really looking forward to this. Well, we have just entered the ferry, and we will cross one of these fjords that we have to get over to get to our destination. So the ferry will take around 20 minutes to cross this fjord, and after that we have around 8 kilometers until we reach our destination. We have arrived in Rosendal, a small settlement with around 900 inhabitants. The motorhome parking is in the center of the town and can take around 100 motorhomes. It costs 300 kroner, or around 25 euros per night. If you stay longer than 3 days, it becomes a little bit cheaper per night. There are good communications between Rosendal and the city of Bergen. You can come here by bus or even by a high-speed shuttle boat that arrives a couple of times per day. Today we are going to see a very interesting attraction in this valley. So we're going there now, and so please join us for the journey and stay tuned. Wherever you go here in Western Norway, you will always find beautiful places like I'm having behind me here. And honestly, I never get bored to travel around at this landscape, and especially when you have beautiful days like this. You see these big mountains behind me here. There are rivers, there are lakes, there are fjords. So there's always something interesting to take a look at, and I find it so interesting to come back here as often as I can. Our destination today is a huge estate called Barony, or the Barony in English. I will talk more about the significance of this property later in the video. Even if the barony is open for visitors, the entire estate is also run as a farm, where you will see sheep and other farm animals walking around on the premises. As I've shown you, there are many trees in this area that have been staying here for a very long time. And the reason why they are so big, all these trees, is that this estate has been in private ownership for a very long time. And they have been doing very little to influence, the local woods here. Originally, if you go back to 1600 in the 17th century, there was a huge property here owned by a local military man, an officer, who was also a very capable businessman. And this guy, he started lending money to the local farmers. And when these guys did manage to pay their bills and they defaulted on the loans, this wealthy businessman, he managed to take over their properties because they couldn't pay their bills. And in 1658, the daughter of this, the heir of this property, she married a Danish aristocrat. He was a baron, and I find his name here. His name was Ludwig Rosenkrantz, and the daughter was called Karen Mowat. And they married here in 1658, and they built a small castle that I will show you in a while on top of the hill here. Later on, in 1678, the Danish king approved this place with the small castle to be a barony because of this guy from the aristocracy in Denmark was living here. So they had been applying for the Danish king, Christian V, who was ruling both Norway and Denmark at the time. And he approved this settlement. He thought the castle was a little bit too small, the property wasn't big enough, but finally they managed to get the approval from the king. And this area, this estate, became the only barony in Norway, because in Norway we don't have any tradition. We didn't have any traditional aristocracy here. There are no nobility in Norway under the king, you might say. So this huge property that was given to Karen Mowat and Ludwig Rosenkrantz when they married in 1658 has a beautiful location, and you can see the castle, small castle, is surrounded by a huge garden, and they have a very nice view all the way down to the fjord here. The small castle that you see behind me here from in this barony in Rosendal was finished in 1665, and it belonged to the same family for some generations until another family took over, and finally in 1927 the entire property or the estate was given as a gift to the University of Oslo, and since then it has been run as a foundation owned by the University of Oslo, and the main activities here are cultural. There might be concerts here, there are artists who are, or painters that are having exhibitions here. So there's lots of activity connected with this small castle, and if you want to join a local guided tour inside of the castle, that is also possible in the summer season. The rose garden outside of this small castle in Rosendal is probably the most famous that you have here in this area. Unfortunately, it is a bit early for roses at this time of the year, but you can imagine how it looks like here when these roses are blooming in late summer. It's interesting to see that many of these beech trees that are living here, they are having a red color to the leaves that you can see here. And this is a pigment that is present within the cells. In addition to the chlorophyll, these plants have a pigment, red pigment, and it gives the plant this beautiful color that you can see behind me here. And it's really nice. They are all over the place now, and they are having this beautiful, amazing color. This is the end of our stay at the Barony in Rosendal. If you enjoyed watching this content, please press the like button and subscribe. In the meantime, remember to be active in nature and continue to stay curious.